Shelley Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets wants you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg. And today's special guest is Kirstin Ross, who is a medical intuitive and medium, and we'll be talking about medical intuitive. And on March 9th and April 13th, I have numerologist psychic Jeremy Ryden, who's the author of Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted, and The Great Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide. And on March 16th and April 20th, I have Brian Ross. And on March 23rd, I have Mary Ann Rogers, who will be talking about past life healing. And on March 30th, I have Carl Jung, who will be talking about out-of-body experiences. And on April 6th, I have Deborah Hall, who will be talking about the tarot. And on March 11th, I'll be at the Learning Light Foundation Psychic Fair in Anaheim, California, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on March 19th, I'll be at the New Earth Expo in L.A. I'm now ready to bring on my guest, Kirstin Ross. Hello, Kirstin.
Hi, Shelley. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks
and
for
Kirstin,
having me.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. And can you tell the callers something about yourself?
Sure. I'm a medium and intuitive, and I also get medical intuitive information regarding clients when I'm doing readings. Whether I like it or not, it seems to come through. So we'll be talking a little bit about that today. And, yeah, I'm excited.
And what is the medical intuitive, Kirstin?
Medical intuition is when you get information from guides and angels, and it comes through the same as other information, which is through our senses. So I see things, hear things, feel things, know things. I just feel certain things in parts of my body, or I see something, and I have to interpret that. So I like to say that spirit is always right. My interpretation can be wrong, but the medical intuition can be for the person who I'm in front of. It can also be for people who are connected to them. So, good to know.
And how do you interpret the information that you receive?
Well, it helps to, I meditate before every reading and every group that I do, and so I kind of just, my senses are heightened, and I'm more open at that time to, it's kind of like, in the beginning, like learning a new language, how to interpret a new language correctly, and you just get more and more fluent as you keep doing it. So I might see something in the right leg or feel my knee specifically, and I just know that that person has a problem with their right knee, or someone close to them does. And then also I might get information about what can be helpful to help heal the problem. So interpretation is always something you're honing, I think, your whole life, because it's not always easy. Sometimes a lot of information comes to you at the same time, and you have to kind of try to sort it out. It's like somebody speaking in another language very fast, and you're catching what you can,
And let's take our first caller, Kirstin, which is Kathy at area code 443. Hello, Kathy.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi. I was wondering if you could just do a scan of my body.
Okay, let's see what we get here.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. The first thing they're showing me, because I started at the ground, is your legs. So there seems to be this is the interpretation part again, where this feels like either you're holding water or your circulation is not as good as it could be in your legs. So I don't know if that resonates with you or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But they're just, okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's not quite clear. It's like they're showing me walking, which is good for you. It feels like there may be something keeping you from doing that enough right now. But let me see what else I'm getting here. Yeah. So drinking a lot and getting rid of the fluid would be very helpful for you. They're also showing me lemons. So I don't know if you can put lemon in your water, but just drinking a lot of fluid and keeping it alkaline with the lemon is going to be helpful for you. And are you on blood thinners or something? Or are you trying to avoid that?
No, I'm not. But I'm having trouble with my back right now, so it's hard walking.
Okay. Yeah,
and
I thought there was something.
Arthritis.
Yeah, I thought there was something going on where you couldn't really walk very well. So, yeah, okay. So I don't know if you're able to get to a pool or something, but that would help you quite a bit.
Well, I was going to aquatic therapy for a while, but I stopped because next week I'm supposed to get a shot in my back.
I see. Okay. Well, it's still going to be helpful for you. And let me just see what else. So what happens is a lot of times, we have a back problem and it leads to leg problems, or we have a leg problem and it leads to a back problem. So it's a whole system, that it's a balance. And so the aquatic stuff is going to help you, whether you do it on your own or go to aquatic therapy. It's just like anti-gravity, so you're not on your feet and putting pressure on your joints right now. But anti-inflammation is what they're telling me. So if you can change your diet a bit more to anti-inflammatory type of diet, and so lemons are helpful. And let me just say that I'm not a doctor, obviously, and I don't know too much about medicine. I just get the information and give it to you. So I'm just like the telephone. But
so do you think bread and sugar causes inflammation in the body?
Yes, absolutely it does.
Okay.
Absolutely, and especially avoid sugar. Bread, if you can, to eat like whole grain is much better. And everything that you can look up on anti-inflammatory. There was something else I was going to say, and I'm going to try to get that back. Have you ever heard of bone broth?
Yes.
Okay. So that's anti-inflammatory also, and they're showing me bone broth, which I actually made for the first time a couple weeks ago when I had the flu, and it's really healing. And there is all kinds of good things in there that can help with connective tissue issues, which is what they're telling me about arthritis, which is like connective tissue. I don't know if you have rheumatoid arthritis, but it's
Well, it's pretty close to that. It's more
Yeah.
osteo now. Yeah.
Okay. But keeping up your movement is actually going to help you, even though it's painful. That's why doing it in water would be much better for you. Doing it on your own, you don't need a therapist to do it, but if you could get to a pool and be disciplined and do it like 3-4 times a week, that would help you a lot.
And I do know I need to drink more water too. I don't drink enough water.
I was just going to say push fluids, because the more you drink, the more stuff you're going to flush out. If you can squeeze lemon into it, they're also showing me cucumber, which must be anti-inflammatory also. That would be good too, and even in your water. But the bone broth is also really helpful for inflammation.
I have a book on that at home.
Good.
I have a book.
Okay, well, I made it for the first time. It's actually really easy to do. So there's all kinds of recipes on the internet, just like bones and the best quality bones you can get, and then like some veggies thrown in there for at least 8 hours, and all the way up to 24 hours at a low heat. And then that produces, you make a huge pot. You can eat that for a week every day. There's something in it, well, there's many properties in it that are so good for you, but especially for arthritis and inflammation, they're telling me. Yeah, it's going to be really good for you. So I suggest you do even a little bit every day. If it's just a cup or anything you can do would be so helpful.
My sister was taking that Bragg's vinegar, and she said her bones stopped hurting her.
Oh, well, there you go. That it sounds like it's another thing that keeps your body like alkaline rather than acidic, which is good. They're trying to tell me with the lemon and the cucumber, the alkaline stuff is really going to be helpful. So if that's going to help with that, I think that's good.
Okay. Well, great. Yeah. Thank you for all that great information.
You're welcome.
And we're now going to continue our interview with Kirstin Ross, a medical intuitive, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 480. How do you tell the difference between your own systems and those who are receiving from others?
That's a great question. I guess because I sort of know what's happening in my own body already. Like I know the little aches and pains I have or whatever. So when I get stuff, when I meditate specifically for a reading or a group, it's like I'm letting my team of, spirit people and guides, I'm letting them know I'm ready to be of service. So the information I'm getting is not about me. That's kind of how I know. It's like whatever I get, if I'm sitting in an uncomfortable position and my back starts to hurt, I know if it's me or, if I need to move around. But when I put them on notice that I'm ready to work and be of service, I can be confident. Also, it just feels different, like what I get is not my issue. It's usually something totally different. And, we all know our own kind of aches and pains and stuff. So I just have to trust what I get, that it's for someone I'm reading.
Interesting. And let's take our next caller, which is area code 480. Hello, 480.
Hello, thanks for taking my call. This is Mike.
Hi,
Hello, Mike. And Mike, what is your question today?
My question is today, I've given notice at my current job, and without really a backup plan, and I just kind of wanted to get an idea of what you saw in regards to, just jumping into something else at another place. Again, this isn't a career or anything like that. That's just a job.
Okay. The first thing I see is you're very artistic, I have to say. So you're probably not doing something that way for your job, but I see you as a very creative person. So just connecting here. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like you'll find something pretty quickly. within a few weeks' time, I'm seeing even possibly, near the end of the month. So I don't think you have to worry about that. What I'm seeing for you is that you are a creative artist in some way, and to keep doing that. So does that make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I have my own intuitiveness and so forth.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be creative.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's something with the arts. I just feel like that you need to pursue. I don't know if you were, drawing or something, or when they're showing me like a hand moving. So for me, that's drawing or writing.
Okay.
That maybe you did when you were younger, that you put away, but the creative outlet for you feels very strong. So I just feel like it would improve the quality of your life, rather than just, subsisting or whatever. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't think it'll be long. I really don't. I'm seeing a period of like 3 weeks where, maybe you're without a paycheck or something, or between jobs, and you can maybe have some fun and get ready to go back to work.
Right? Yeah. That's needed.
Yeah, I don't see it as a big problem for you. I just think, it would be good to explore your creative side, and I feel like that if you haven't been doing that, it's going to help you, just have a fuller life, and not worry so much about just the paying the bills aspect.
Right.
But, yeah. I don't know. Did you ever, I don't know if it's a drawing or writing, but they keep showing me the hand that's moving. So did you ever do that?
Well, automatic writing?
No, just, either writing or drawing of some kind, artistically.
I'm horrible at, I can draw a mean stick figure, but that's about the extent of it.
Yeah, right. Me too. But when I see the hand moving, I don't always know if it's writing or drawing, so I guess they're saying write. And that I think you're actually good at, like creative writing, and like you said, automatic writing might take you to that place where I feel like you have a lot of ideas, which you can put down on paper and actually help yourself and help other people too. I feel like it helps to open you up.
Wonderful,
okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So they want you to do that. I don't know if you've ever thought of taking a writing workshop, but I feel like creative writing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that for sure.
Good.
And
Thank you.
Mike, do you have another question?
Well, again, it's I've got a lot going on. There's two different directions in regards to career. There's a partnership that I synchronistically connected with in regards to, I'm in California, so I met this gentleman who's just a few years older than I am, really successful in several other business fields, and he's looking to get out of one of those business fields by doing this business with myself. And we grew up literally in the Midwest, a half hour from one another, and we connected here in California. I just kind of want to get an idea in regards to how quickly can that get some steam going, because it potentially could have, some income coming in, fairly quickly. It's just a matter of whenever he can find the time to finish his end of the stuff.
Yeah.
I feel that it will start in March, April, May. So start in the springtime. And it does look like it's going to be a successful partnership for you and this gentleman, that you'll work very well together, and that he's easy to work for. He's not really demanding. He's not really eccentric. He's very kind of mellow, kind of even keel with his disposition, very creative, very artistic, a very good businessman, very, very smart, very skilled, a lot of skills and talents and abilities. And he's been successful at whatever he does. He's had a lot of success in the business world, and I feel that this business venture that you would be going in with him would be a very successful business venture. It would be very successful. So I feel that there would be a lot of success. And I think that it's going to start in March, April, May, so it's not that far off in the future. By June time, you'll be working and generating an income. And I agree with Kirstin about the writing. You should be doing writing. Start to do writing and work on writing projects. And I feel that you could write articles and sell them. And sell the articles, that you have the talent to do that. So that might be an extra way for you to make some extra money and a good income. They usually pay writers well. And just, whatever subject you're interested in, just check out the local newspapers and magazines that cater to that particular subject that you're interested in, and start writing about that. And Kirstin, how can Mike get in contact with you?
Yeah, I also wanted to say I saw the 6th, so the 6th I felt was June also, that it would be good. And I agree with Shelley that it feels very symbiotic, that partnership. So my website is foreverinspirit.com, and my phone number is 310-490-7424.
And you could get a hold of me, Mike, at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizons.com and go to my webpage. Thank you for calling, Mike.
Thank you both very
Mike.
much for your time.
You're welcome. I'm now going to continue my interview with Kirstin Ross on Medical Intuitive, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 732. Kirstin, do you ever recommend any healing modalities for people?
I do. Just I get information from Spirit about, what they can do, like the first caller with water and lemon and things like that. So, I just feel like it doesn't come from me, but I do just give people the information that I get from, my guides and their guides. And it's really, sometimes I don't even know what it is I'm saying. I'm just giving the information, and then later on I'll look it up and say, oh, that is something that actually is in existence I didn't even know about. So I feel like it's just, divine intervention for people, and just the channel, the means by which it comes through. I like to tell people I don't know anything. I just, let the information come through.
So you channel the information?
Yeah, basically. Just receive it and then try to give it to people as simply as I can, and, breaking down or translating that information into words, And that's basically, I think, what we all do, really, as mediums and intuitives and psychics. Just, get information, receive, and then give it as accurately and as simply as we can.
Awesome. Yeah. Then let's take our next caller, Kirstin, which is area code 732. Hello, 732.
Hi, Shelley. Hi, Kirstin. This is Caroline. How are you this afternoon?
We're fine. How are you, Caroline?
Good. I'm great. Beautiful show, as always.
Oh. Yeah.
I have it's in regards, I'd like to know what's coming through from Spirit regarding me expanding my business, because it's a little too quiet for me, and I want to promote 2 artists. I do other things. I promote books, promote people. I love to help people, and now I have two artists. One's a singer, and the other one is a musician, a French musician that I found, too. And he's like Yanni, exactly like Yanni, New Age, very spiritual, and I love that. Just touches my heart. And the singer is also extraordinary. So I'd like to know. I want to start working on that as well.
Okay. Well, I feel you're very intuitive, first of all, and so you can actually, meditate and receive information about, what's the best course of action to take. They're just telling me that you're very creative and intuitive. So, but it's interesting when you were talking before you said they were musicians or whatever. That's what I was seeing, and I was thinking, is this correct? And yes, it is. So they're saying that you have all the tools you need not to, doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself, because your enthusiasm will, go a long way. You have a lot of positive energy, and that's going to help you. So let me see if they're giving specific information about what to actually do. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So they're showing me the internet, and I don't know if you need help with that, but maybe
I know what I know what it is. It's my website.
Yeah.
I need help with my website.
Okay. So I think that you can get some help with that, and also just learning more about promoting through social media and things like that. I think that's going to be really helpful for you. They're saying knowledge is power. So that's kind of, the thing is somebody can be great, but if you don't have the right sort of channels to promote them, then it's not as effective. So you can learn more about social media and get help with your website to sort of modernize it in some way, or make it more user-friendly. Let's see. Yeah, promotion. Okay. I keep hearing the word promotion. And, so putting them out there. So I don't know if you're going to be doing showcases, but they're showing me getting them out there, like actually putting them out on the stage and having people come. Like, you got to get on the phone. Besides the internet, you actually can do really well because of your energy and enthusiasm with phone calls and meeting people and just, getting people interested in that way because of your enthusiasm. And the artists are good, but it's you who has to sort of make people show up. And you can absolutely do that. It's just like, go all out is what they're saying. Don't hold anything back. Don't be shy. And, even if you have to call, like, executives or whatever it is, you just, they're saying you have nothing to lose, just do it. Like, take a little,
Yes, I've done it before.
Right.
Yeah, I've done
so,
it. Not.
They're saying, like, take a chill pill beforehand. I don't know why I was going to say take a chill pill. That didn't mean an actual pill, but just, like, sort of to calm yourself down, gather your thoughts, take notes so you can get to your key points. And you're going to, like, showcase these people and have people show up. So it's going to be like a big party or something.
That's beautiful.
And,
wow.
And then,
love it.
And,
it just came today. It's in the past has come as well, but I don't know. I'm not the type of person. I'm calm, but I don't like standing still for too long. I give myself a week, and then I'm, that's enough for me, But I just, today it just came. I said, I figured it all out. I could do it. And on the internet, I could, I'm good at that, actually I helped one out already, to promote, how to promote herself. So I helped her out already. So she's a little out on the internet. Now I want to get her shows, and him as well. I want to get him out of France, come to the States, and just do the Yanni specials, take him. He's extraordinary. He's even I think he's going to, like you said, I'm a little intuitive. I feel like he's going to do a musical for a movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful. That would be great. I think your intuition is really strong, and it's going to help you in directing what's my next move. You know what I mean? Like each step along the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
You.
I feel, Carolyn, that it also would help to have news releases. Of upcoming, if there's any upcoming events, which I feel that you will have a lot of upcoming events coming up in the spring and summer months. So you need news releases. And it would also, I think that you have talent with writing, so it also would help to write articles on the people that you're promoting and submitting articles. So I think the news release and the articles would be a good marketing tool for you to promote these people.
Will I get a recording contract for the young lady? She's a beautiful singer, She's like Alicia Keys and that type of singer. She could sing, modern, contemporary, and also jazzy. She's like a tremendous voice. She could do Broadway as well.
I feel that you will be able to get a recording contract for her, but it's not coming up until June, July, but I feel that you would be able to get a recording contract for her, yes.
Thank you.
And Kirstin, how can Carolyn get in contact with you?
Oh, my website is foreverinspirit.com, and my number is 310-490-7424.
Thank you, Kirstin.
And Carolyn, you could get a hold of me at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizon.com and go to my webpage. Thank you for calling, Carolyn.
Thank you, both of you ladies.
You're
Have
welcome.
a wonderful, magical March.
You too, dear. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm now ready to continue my interview with Kirstin Ross on Medical Intuitive, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 610. Kirstin, do you ever receive information regarding animals?
I do. It's kind of funny when I'm doing mediumship readings. I do get a lot of names, and I tend to just say names, and I don't always know if it's a person or a dog, because a lot of animals have people names. So I'll just say, who's Maggie? And they'll be like, that's my cat or whatever. So, but as far as information regarding animals and medical intuition, I also do get that. So that it's, we all living beings have, souls and guides, and it's really not different. I mean, I know you're a pet psychic too, Shelley, so you must know the same thing, that it's really not different. It's just information that you're getting regarding a soul, right?
Yes.
So I do get information regarding pets, although, no one has called me specifically just to do pet readings, but sometimes it just, sneaks in there, and I have no control over it. But sometimes I'll get a question about a pet, and I can usually, intuit what is going on, and maybe, give them some helpful information from my guides. But yeah, it's not been my specialty, but it just comes sometimes.
Oh, awesome! Yes, it's fun reading pets.
Yeah.
Let's take our next caller, Kirstin, which is area code 610. Hello, 610.
Hello, Shelley. Thank you for taking my call. Hello, Kirstin.
Hi.
Hello, and who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
My name is Sonia.
Hello, Sonia. And Sonia, what is your question?
My question is regarding employment. I have an upcoming yearly performance evaluation next Friday in the morning, and I've been there for about a year, 10 months. I've never received a raise. I've gotten previous performance evaluations, satisfactory to my knowledge. I just wanted to see, what you're picking up as far as this evaluation and as far as the job itself.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff coming at me at once. So I feel you're a hard worker, but maybe not quite what do I want to say, like a social butterfly, at work. So, and it feels like there may be somebody that you don't get along with or don't like there. So it feels like a little bit stressful, okay? And I do feel like I don't feel like you're super happy there. Would that be correct?
Yeah, that is correct. And the part about the social butterfly, well, number one, I work in the technology field, so I always have my nose to the computer, testing whatever.
Right.
And the thing is, I've learned throughout the years to stay out of the spotlight, do my job.
Yeah.
Just stay out of the. I'm not into the gossiping, anything like that.
Right.
And
no, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I was just receiving information and just verifying that. So I do feel like you're a really hard worker, but somehow, sometimes when you just have your nose, to the grindstone, and you're not socializing at all, like people misinterpret that a little bit. So that could be happening, and so I would just say that you will get a satisfactory performance rating, and I even see that you can get a raise, but that you go into this review, beforehand, maybe meditate for a few minutes and just go in with a really positive attitude and just upbeat and not worried about it, because you know how when we are, however we are, reflects back to other people. And I think you're super intelligent and really hardworking, but there's an aspect that people can misinterpret as being too serious or not friendly enough. And so,
well, the thing is that you don't want to come across as like, I work in an open area and everything is heard. And I'd rather them have an opinion of me, like, she's serious, she's not into gossiping. Yeah. I've tried. I work with most of the guys. A lot of them are way younger than me. I mean, I don't even know my age. And I've tried to approach them at times, but they got their own language, their own thing going on. And I'm not about to, post my entire life on Facebook or talk about my life. I'm a very, very private person. Even my neighbors know this. But so, I mean, I do socialize and stuff, but up to a point. But at times I feel like, I don't want to come across as dumb, as annoying. I don't want people to know too much about me, so I'm very careful when I speak, when I say things, and especially when things get to my boss's ear, which I rarely interact with him. Mostly it's with the supervisor and my team. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking about when you go in for your evaluation, just to, just go in there with a positive attitude, and, because the tendency of people to misinterpret is what I'm saying, like, it just feels a little bit like you could lift your energy up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just how people perceive and feel that and interpret that. So that would help you a lot, I feel, just to go in there with sort of like, upbeat, everything's fine, I'm a hard worker, and I will be acknowledged for that. So I feel like after a year, you would get a raise. I don't think they're
well, I've been there almost 2 years now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was coming up on a year, so I thought that was like an anniversary.
Well, this is it. I mean, the other one, but the one, this is like the big one. the one that determines is not only your evaluation but the raises and stuff. This is the one that we're having.
Yes. I do think that you will get a raise and stuff. I just think, put on your smile and,
Right, no, absolutely. I want to go in there with
I'm going to get this, and, all is well. It's just an attitude and an energy.
Right. Do you feel it's going to be like a slap on the wrist type of raise or something significant, like something that makes it worth a while?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I am seeing the number 4, and I just have to tell you what I'm getting. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means 4% or $4,000. I'm just seeing the number 4.
That would be nice.
Yeah. So keep that in mind because, it's interesting. I feel like they don't give me information by mistake, but I don't always know how to interpret it. So some of the best validations are something that you don't know about yet, but it happens afterwards, and you'll say, I did get 4%, or I did get 4,000, or whatever,
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what that 4 means.
The thing is, Kirstin, I'm also, because I got to think about long term, and I want to really better myself professionally. I am also, looking for another position quietly, very quietly.
Good.
Just looking to see what's out there. When do you see me finding that position?
Okay. Wow. I am seeing it. Actually, I just saw July.
Oh, okay.
Saw the month July. So I think it'll be maybe an exciting summer of transition for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
that would be
but
awesome.
we have to take other
Thank
callers.
You.
Thank you for
guys.
calling.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I'm now going to continue.
I never know how long to spend with people.
That's okay, dear. That's fine. You gave her a good reading, and that's what's important.
Thanks.
And we're now going to continue our interview on Medical Intuitive, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 310. Do you receive information regarding anyone other than the person you are reading for, Kirstin?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes if someone doesn't relate to the information and I'm just getting it very strongly, I know it's for someone connected to that person. So sometimes the person I'm reading kind of becomes the medium or, the intermediary. So I'm sure you've had this in readings where if someone doesn't recognize something and then, I get an email later that same day saying, oh, that was for my husband, and he said everything you said, whatever. So I do sometimes, with the medical intuition also, if I'm seeing something very clearly and I'm saying you have a stomach issue, and they're saying, no, not me, and I'll say it's somebody very close to you, and they want to get through to this person that they need to stop eating whatever. And, I'll find out. A lot of the times, people will get back to me and let me know that, that was for my son and I didn't realize or whatever. So, yeah, that does happen.
That's good. That's good, Kirstin. Let's take our next caller, Kirstin, which is area code 310. Hello, 310.
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon,
Hi.
Ladies. Hi. I would just like to know if you could do a scan and perhaps tell me if you see anything in my field.
And what is your name, dear?
Cecilia.
Hello, Cecilia.
Hi. Okay.
Hello, ladies.
Okay. Well, let's see. There's a lot going on here. Okay. Okay. Right away, I'm getting pain in my knees. I don't know if that's you, but right away, especially worse on the right side. Does that make sense to you?
I don't have any pains and aches anywhere, but I didn't know if there was maybe something.
Let me see what else. That's just the
I wasn't aware
of. I got was the knees. Okay, but especially on the right side. So I don't know if you had an old injury there or something, but right knee's hurting. Sometimes we're just holding old energy from an old injury or something, and which can come out later. Okay. But, all right. They are taking me up to the chest area. So this is, I don't think you have like an immediate problem or anything. It could just be a genetic predisposition to heart-related, heart disease kind of thing. It just feels like that may be something in your family to, keep on top of and make sure you're eating properly and, not having too much cholesterol and salt and things like that, because that's what it feels like, just to keep your arteries clean. Do you know what I mean? And that just feels like it goes generational. So, like I'm saying, this isn't to scare you. This is not like an immediate issue, but I feel like you need to keep that clean, okay? Keep your blood flowing. And, I don't know. Let's see. What they're showing me salt. Do you eat a lot of salt?
I do not.
Okay.
I never eat salt, actually.
Okay.
I use
don't know
salt
why.
occasionally as a mouthwash.
Okay. All right. This may be someone connected to you then, because I'm seeing salt, which for me is like a high level of sodium, which can lead to problems. So I don't know if there's someone very close to you who's watching this, but sometimes they give me information for someone else, which would lead to like a high blood pressure situation. So I don't know if this is like a relationship for you.
I don't have it, but perhaps someone, my family, it runs in the family,
Okay. All right. So they're showing me a male, and they're talking about this sodium. Keep the sodium down for the high blood pressure. Okay. But you feel pretty, this looks pretty good to me. So what I'm getting for you, because, it seems like you take very good care of yourself, is like for other people close to you.
Yes, okay.
And the only thing, could be in this, something with the knee is going on, but this again might be for someone close to you.
Well, my siblings have problems with their knees, some of them.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, there may be some type of surgery there or something in the future, or it could be from an old surgery where they just still have some pain. But, sometimes if you're clear, sort of, then they'll just come through for other people that you are close to.
Right, and I appreciate that.
And then you tell them. You become like the medical intuitive or medium for them. So do you have a brother, though, that needs to
I do have a brother. I have 4 brothers, but they do have knee issues, 3 of them, I believe.
Okay. I was talking more about the sodium, too.
They do have high blood pressure as well.
Okay. Just to keep that managed, make sure if you can, make sure that they don't avoid going to the doctor. Just keep it in check,
I'm sorry, dear. We need to go on to the next caller.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ladies.
You're welcome.
We're now going to take our next caller, which is Carolyn, area code 818. Hello, Carolyn.
Hi, Shelley and Kirstin. How you doing?
Hi, Carolyn.
We're doing
good,
great.
Thanks.
Good. I just want to know, do you pick up any information for me?
Okay.
Or about me?
Yeah. Okay. So there is a lot of stuff for you here that is related to your circulation and mobility. So, do you have problems walking?
Sometime I had problems with my legs in the past with my knees.
Yeah. So they're saying to keep moving if you can. because
Okay.
with the circulation stuff and I think that you could clean up your diet a little bit.
Okay, I've started.
I was going to say, I think, this year you're starting to take it very seriously and saying, I know I need to stop, like the, heavy, like pork or something like that. It feels like heavy meat and with a lot of salt again, which, just make sure you hydrate, but also less sodium and less heavy meat. So if you can, if you really love, like pork ribs or something, like if you could have chicken instead, just little by little, a little less fat and salt would be good for you.
Right.
I feel like your mind is good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like you have a great attitude, and but I just feel like you have to keep moving. You don't want to get stuck not being able to walk, right? So even if it's uncomfortable, you have to do it anyway.
Oh, okay. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
How's my spirit? I know my attitude is good. Is my spirit okay?
Your attitude is good. I just think you got to, be a little bit more disciplined with the diet because that helps with, because I feel like there is inflammation and water retention, which it gives us aches and pains and limits our mobility. So I know with the first caller I talked about bone broth. They're showing me that would be good for you as well, to get into a healthier mode. Are you taking a lot of medication? I see a lot of medication.
I am. I don't intend to keep taking it, but I am right now. Yeah. And when you were talking to the first person, you mentioned blood thinners, and I'm on blood thinners.
Yeah, I see a lot of prescriptions, and I just think part of this can be helped with diet. I mean, it's important to stay on top of your medications also, but the diet can play a part and can reduce your medication because sometimes medication causes other problems, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you want to just stay as clean as you can. So if you love pork and beef, if you can start eating more chicken and veggies, that would be good for you. And fish. Fish is anti-inflammatory. Salmon especially is good for you.
Right.
Not everybody loves it, but even if you can just incorporate it little by little, it would be very helpful.
Oh, I've been doing that. I don't eat pork, but I do eat turkey and salmon and chicken. So, so I'm on my way. I know what to do and what to eat. And I know I need to move. And
you know what you need to do. Yeah. And you have a great attitude. It's just keeping it up,
Okay.
Like
I will.
one day at a time, making little improvements, and you'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. I'm on my way. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome.
Okay.
Carolyn, I think that you should have an eye examination.
Oh,
I'm picking
okay.
up your eyes. Do your eyes ever bother you? I know you have trouble seeing at night.
Well, they've been, getting watery.
Yeah, go get your eyes examined. I feel it's been a long time since you've had an eye examination. Go check your eyes.
Okay, I'll do that.
And your heart is better. Your breathing is better.
It is.
So it's not as bad as it was. So there has been some improvement in your well-being with the heart and the lungs. There's been some improvement, and I feel that massage would be good. Massage your feet and legs to improve the circulation and to prevent swelling, to massage, and when you're sitting down, to elevate your feet.
Okay.
Have your feet elevated when you're sitting down. And Kirstin, how can Carolyn get in contact with you?
Yeah, My website is foreverinspirit.com. My phone number is 310-490-7424.
Okay, thank you. Thank you both.
And thank you for calling, Carolyn.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I wanted to thank Kirstin Ross for being my special guest on the Psychic Horizon show. She'll be back in the future. She's a good guest. And I want to thank Tiffany White, Sage Woman, of Goldilocks Production, for producing the Psychic Horizon show. And I want to thank all the callers who participated in the Psychic Horizon show. Thank you for calling, Kirstin.
Thank you, Shelley.
All right, have a good weekend.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye. You
Bye,
too. Bye-bye.
everybody.